once was a dude whose name was Pete. He worked for the city, repairing the street, breaking his back every day of the week, paying his bills, earning his keep. Now after spending all day on his feet, tired and hungry, he needed to eat. Stomach now growling, starved with defeat. He thought to himself, I'll fix me a treat. Now let me think, something to eat. Should I fix something hearty? Perhaps something sweet? Wait, I've got it. I'll fix a unique, luscious mouth-watering bon appetit sandwich with flavor, spices, and heat. Spectacular, magnificent, man, you feed. He went to the fridge, took out some weed, bread cut the slices, put mayo on each. Went back to the fridge, knelt down and reached in for some hot jalapeno and Greek, olives and onions and fresh basil leaf, a plethora of cheeses and 7 different meats, pepperoni, salami, ham, corned beef, bologna, pastrami, spam, complete. Now for the pickles, tomatoes, and mustard, and anything else of the sort he could muster. At last the sandwich was finally completed. He cleared him a spot at his table to eat it. He picked up the sandwich, colossal its size, went for a bite, his mouth open wide, and to his surprise, he opened his eyes, and there on his sandwich had landed a fly. Shaking his head, staring with dread, stomach now growling, it ached to be fed. Now in a fury, eyes bloodshot red, he put down his sandwich, then stood up and said, "Shoot, fly, shoot, get off of my food, dude. Really, that's awfully rude. Ooh, you probably been walking in poo. Hey, can you hear me? I'm talking to you." Up looked the fly so he could see who was calling to him. He said,
"Who are you?"
He replied, "Who am I? Well, that's Pete to you." The fly said,
"That's cool. My friends call me Shoo."
"Oh, boo, Shoo, you're way out of line. I made the sandwich is mine."
Well, I was just fine and looked down and I saw this ginormous sandwich. I thought it'd be fine.
"Yeah, well, it's not."
Well, couldn't we share? It's clearly enough for the both of us there. And I'm really hungry. Couldn't you spare perhaps just this morsel?
"Nope, sorry, don't care. Shoot, fly, shoot," he said in a flare. "Get out of here, scram. I don't care where. I just can't bear the thought of those hideous legs on my sandwich and those hairs. Shoot, fly, shoot. What, aren't you scared?" he said to the fly with a villainous stare. "Fine, suit yourself. Stick around if you dare." Now grinning, he slowly moved back from his chair. He reached for the fly swatter off of the island, grabbing in secrecy, slightly perspiring. Hid it behind his back, eyes squinting, smiling, and ever so silently crept up beside him. He cocked back the fly swatter, ready, now eyeing Shoo with a sinister grin, no denying. He swung but he missed, then again he kept trying. Pieces of delicious sandwich went flying. He swung to the left, again to the right, again with a swipe, with all of his might. No matter how fast he could swing, just like light, before he could hit him, the fly would take flight. He finally quit, the fly got away then. He looked and he saw what a mess he had made him. That's how that fly wants to play then? Okay then, I'll teach him a lesson tomorrow. You pay then. Later that night, asleep in his bed, events of the evening repeat in his head. He thought of his sandwich, not eaten instead, lying in pieces and beaten to shreds. All beaten to shreds, its decadent sweetness, I barely had sank in my teeth in its bread, and that fly came and ruined it. He should be dead. He felt something land on his cheek and it said,
"Hey, mister, don't be alarmed. it's only me, Shoo. I mean you no harm. I came to apologize, I guess I was wrong.
But before he could finish, Pete raised his arm. He came down and smacked. Up went the fly. Too slow for Shoo, but not for his eye. Yo, rats! He sat up and cried. I hate that fly. I wish he would die. I hate that fly. Pete woke the next morning, eye black and swollen. Got in his pickup truck, raced to the store, then grabbed him a shopping cart and walked through the door and was approached by a store's clerk whose name was Norman. What can I do you for, Norman had asked him. See, I've got this fly who just lightning fright fast, and I need something to attack him, or perhaps it could trap him with minimal effort. Hey, what's that contraption? That there's a turbo swat quadruple action fly swatter with guaranteed customer satisfaction. It's perfect for whacking and slapping and smacking, and even has bug net attachments to trapping. That there'll run you about $80 cash, and I'll take it. He said they made the transaction. Before leaving, Pete purchased some insecticide bombs and 3 dozen sticky tape strips to catch flies on. In hopes he'd at last get some peace with that fly gone, cause it was too late to let bygones be bygones. Shortly thereafter, Pete had arrived back. He began setting up all of those sticky tape fly traps. They hung down like tire flaps. Now anywhere Shoo tried to go, he'd most certainly be stopped in his fly track. Ain't no stopping this stubborn, no grouch. Determined to get Shoo and take back his house, he opened the box, pulled the turbo swat out, set it to arm, and sat on his couch. He waited in silence, turbo swat within reach for 5 minutes, but nothing, not a buzz nor a beep. Pete's eyes became weak, he sank in his seat. 10 minutes passed by, Pete was asleep. Now Shoo had been watching and he wasn't missing a single beat. Flew down to where Pete was sitting. Still feeling sorry, Shoo now had a mission to hopefully persuade Pete and talk some sense in him.
Hey, mister,
He said. Pete woke. What the dickens? He apologized again, but Pete threw a fit in. He went on complaining about how he was sickened and things Shoo had messed up and things needed fixing.
it was only a sandwich.
Shoo said,
Why
like
you
he...
tripping?
Pete was now angry, his blood became thickened.
Excuse me, I'm tripping. You must be forgetting. That was my sandwich and you wrecked my kitchen.
No correction, you wrecked your kitchen, plus you need some mouthwash cause your breath is kicking. I'm sorry, look, next time I'll ask your permission before I just dig in.
But Pete wouldn't listen. He picked up the swatter, smashed in its button, but the turbo swat slipped from his grasp and malfunctioned. It sliced the TV cord and bashed him and dumped in the roof in the basement. He smashed like a pumpkin.
Oh, look what you've done.
Pete gulped, his throat choked up, his whole face turned green, the color of ochre.
Look at my ceiling, my vase, my sofa, the cord to my flat screen. The woman is Oprah.
Was now heated, bright red like lipstick. Shoo stopped him.
Hold on, calm down, just get a repeat. Chill out before you go ballistic. Relax, take a few breaths, I can fix it.
Went to go fetch a nice pack for Pete's eyeball to help with his pain, a few capsules of my doll. He fixed a TV cord and shot to the sky all the way to the roof and patched up some drywall, then repaired the sofa and sewed up its leather. Pete said,
Well, Fly, you know you sure are clever. Need a hand?
He asked him,
Since I'm feeling better, get this done faster so we work together.
and so the two did. They cleaned up the den and restored it all back to order again. And despite all the damage, the two made amends. And that was the end of Man and Fly became friends.